All right, so what's next in this whole saga? The NBA Board of Governors, will they vote, and when will it all go down? So let's get the timeline for you here, and we'll welcome back our guests. Brian Claypool and Joey Jackson is going to join us as well. So here's what we have. Commissioner Adam Silver, he has 3 days to provide Donald Sterling with a written copy of the charges. That's one. Sterling then has 5 days to answer. There'll be a special hearing of the Board of Governors, and it's going to be held no more than 10 days after Sterling's reply. So if you add all that up, rough estimate, by May 16th, you could have a vote. A couple of other notes. If Sterling doesn't reply or doesn't come to the hearing, the league's constitution says that's an admission of the charges. And so there's a point. And after all the evidence is presented, the board votes. Three-quarter vote needed. So of the 29, rough estimate, you need 22 votes. And he is out. The league then takes control of the team, and they'll look for a buyer. Is that the way it's going to play out, all nice and tidy by May 16th? Or is it going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight? I mentioned it. Our HLN legal analyst, great criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson's with us, along with attorney and Clippers season ticket holder Brian Claypool back with us as well. Joey, is he going to fight? Is this going to get ugly or what?
Well, if it did get ugly, he'll be on the losing side of it, and so he would be wise to get out and get out now. So let's talk about why, Mike, it would be wise for him to step off. From a settlement perspective, I see that forthcoming, and here's why. The reality is that he's banned for life. He's not welcome to his own games. He's certainly not welcome to any other NBA games, and so therefore, do you want to be an owner of such a team? If I'm advising him, I'd say if you even win, it's a Pyrrhic victory. You'll have no value at all. Number two, if you think about it, employees are not going to play for him, work for him. Fans are not going to support him. And so on the financial question of the value of his franchise, it would plummet. Number three, Mike, if he were to litigate the matter, litigation takes time. He's 81 years old, and so these things play out over several years. And so do you really want to be involved in litigation that'll make lawyers rich and that I think you will lose at the end of the day? And so I do think he's huddling up with his attorneys. I'm certain there's ego involved, but there's a practical side to this. And the practical side says step out quietly, and step out now.
Okay, let's go to Brian Claypool. Brian, I mean, he could file some kind of court injunction even afterward to prevent the NBA from expelling him, right? He could fight. He's a fighter and a litigious guy at that.
Mike, let me give Joey a high five. Joey, high five. You hit the nail on the head. Donald Sterling is toast in this case. He can file anything he wants in court, but it's going to get thrown out. I'll tell you why. He has signed on to a Constitution. He's agreed to abide by the rules of the Constitution within the NBA. It's not much unlike you, Mike, or Joey, or I going to a doctor and signing an arbitration clause where you agree to waive your right to a jury trial. Donald Sterling has waived his right to go into court and file all these bogus and frivolous motions and try to get injunctions. He will lose. He has no standing, Mike, to go into court and do this. And by the way, the sooner the NBA gets these charges to Sterling, the better, because it preempts his ability to get together with his posse of lawyers and fight this.
Okay. Well, good stuff. So both Joey and Brian agree he may try and fight, but it's a losing effort for Donald Sterling. We'll see, though.